Okay, friends.
I literally.
Let's see. Grant,
Now I look at it again. It's not there anymore. They blurred it out.
Like the thought, like anyone's talking about
I
scab.
think I can
Okay, so the following, even though I've had some conversations, but hey, so Cooper and Grant, you took it already. Dang it. Grant took it. Cooper, Lieb, Yasmin, Angela Munoz, Ben, Peyton, and Parker. I need you to take that capstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming in for food.
Cool.
I'm
Yay.
taking the test on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm across the hall down the hallway.
Monday before school for me.
Yay.
I'm taking the log quiz on Monday.
Yay.
Oh my god.
Perfect. All right, so we had 10A last night, yes?
Yes.
And it was odds, is that
Yeah.
right? All right. So let's run through those, see if you have any questions. 11, okay.
How many?
All right, number 11. That one? List the first 5 terms of the arithmetic sequence. That's the one you want to see? So I'll take 1 and plug it in.
I don't like her.
Is that it?
That's all you do.
Nope. And then do the arithmetic. So that's going to give me 7. That's going to give me, what's that, minus 2. Is that right? Is that right? Did I do that right? And then that's going to give me minus 9. So that's going to give me minus 5. Hang on, is that 7? 3 times 1. Oh, no. That should have been 4. Excuse me. No, that's not 4. It's 4 minus 3, which is a 1. Can't even get the first one right. Did it work?
Yeah, can I see what's first?
Yeah. And then that's going to give me negative 12 plus 4 is negative 8. And that's going to give me negative 15 minus 4 is negative 11. Is that good?
I think 4 others.
Cameron Matthew. Got way more information. Missed by 1. Shit.
I'll take it again.
Okay. Right now?
No.
Do it, man.
Let's see. That. Camera, quick custom, man. You're on camera.
It's a lie, man. There ain't no cameras in here. You probably should delete that, dude. You're gonna get demonetized.
Yeah, you're getting demonetized by YouTube, man. That'd be tragic. I'm gonna start playing music so you get copyright strikes.
Okay.
So, are you a family channel?
I think I have an NC-17 rating.
Why?
Ready? There it is.
Oh, there's a different one for every time. Which one is it? Lockdown bar?
That's not the password. That's not the password. That's not the password. Nobody look at it.
I'm so loaded.
Private information. Got it. Private information. You can't see that.
Never ever.
So, can I just
I don't think people watch these anymore.
do this? Yeah, I do.
You do?
When I miss them. Oh shoot.
You would need a lockdown browser. Doesn't really matter. You did not
We're
lock down.
protecting the world from the knowledge.
Can I just take the capstone now?
No.
Perfect. I didn't want
Got
to.
it?
Your
Delete the information.
All right. All right, here we go.
You're welcome for saving.
So, is that good? We did okay for number 11?
Like, I've done two.
What else would you like to see?
15.
15. All right, number 15. That said, we have a sub 12 is equal to 67, and they gave us a common difference of -7. Okay, so we have to use our general form equation. A sub n equals a sub 1 plus
What's up, Grant?
n minus 1 times d. Okay? All right, so we know that a sub 12 is 67. I don't know what a sub 1 is, but that meant that if I plug 12 in for the n, so I'm replacing this and I'm replacing this, and then I'm replacing the d with a -7. So that gives me 67 equals a sub 1 plus 11 times -7. So 67 equals a sub 1 minus 77. If I add 77, 144. So a sub 1 is equal to 144. So that means my general form is this. I'm going to take this now and this now and plug it back into this. So I'm going to say that a sub n is equal to 144 plus n minus 1 times -7. There's a -7 right there. All right. And it's up to you if you want to distribute the -7 over and combine like terms. I'm good both ways. Anything else?
Like 25.
25? 25. So it goes on forever. So they want us to find the rule for it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the common difference. So I'm going to subtract those. So -11 minus -4, that's -11 plus 4, which is -7. Is that right? So that's my common difference. My first term is -4, so I'm going to use my equation a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So that's going to give me a sub n is equal to -4, because that's my first term, plus n minus d, or n minus 1 times -7. And it's up to you if you want to distribute the -7 over and combine like terms, you can. Anything else? 27. How are arithmetic sequences and linear functions alike? They are alike because you have like the same slope. How are they different?
One is infinite. Well,
Yeah.
they're both infinite, but the arithmetic can be finite.
Yeah, so arithmetic can be finite, which would be a line segment. But I'd say on the other end, you're probably onto something. If we have an a sub 1, so we have a starting point, even though we don't have an ending point. So, you know, a line would do this. By definition, this is a line. By an arithmetic series, we could have this if it's infinite. We could have this if it's infinite. Or we could have this if it's finite. So, I would say an infinite series is not a entire line. I'd say it's more of a ray or a segment if it's finite. Cool? All right, make sure your names are on those. The odds are done. Pass them on up, please. E. Uh-oh. E. Someone's coming. Who we picking on?
Hannah Katz and Olivia.
Anna and Olivia?
Jeff Geist.
All right. Pass them back, please. Yep, I haven't got you guys yet. It's an expulsion.
Oh my god. We already have our
Give
stuff.
me the word.
Two
Just add me as a friend.
I see that's homework.
Yeah.
We're going to Algarve. That's
I didn't even know that. Oh wait, no, I didn't know that.
Homework. Homework. Okay.
So the only
Just get it.
Numerator is x-intercepts, denominator is vertical asymptotes.
Alrighty.
So fact to the top. All right, we good in the hood? Everyone got notes?
Yeah, let's see how
I'm so sorry. You ready?
Super Canadian when you said that.
Is it done?
I'm sorry, man.
Is it done?
We're going to Portugal. Yeah, that means oh my god, we're very different from and also 3-year-olds. Yeah, it's sex traffic here too. I did you know, yeah. I don't know. I might need to address we'll see. This is so yes. We're gonna need somebody.
Hey, 70%, let's go, baby.
Hey man.
Answer 7 questions, Ben can do them all right.
Good job, buddy.
We have over.
I'll put that score on for you next period.
Take your time, I don't care.
Taking time. All right,
It's only my parents on me all the time.
geometric series. Okay, so let's go to the beginning. All right, so geometric series is a little different than arithmetic because you have a ratio. Okay, meaning you have like a multiplier that could be some sort of fraction. All right, so let's go through it. So find the next 3 values. So if I were to go from here to here, it looks like multiplied by 2, multiplied by 2, yes? So that would be 56 if I multiply by 2. 112 if I multiply by 2. 224. So I multiplied by 2. There's my common ratio there. On this one, it looks like I divided by 9. So divide by 9, divide by 9. Divide by 9. Is it 3? It is 3. Divide by 3, thank you. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. So on this one, I'm going to multiply everything by 1/3. 1/3 is the same thing as dividing by 3. Yes? Are these sequences arithmetic? No, they are not arithmetic because I'm not adding or subtracting the same thing. I'm actually multiplying by something. Cool?
Well, wait, so for the number 2, are you allowed to divide and call it?
Yeah, I mean, if you divide by 3, it's the same thing as multiplying by 1/3. So it's your choice if you want to have it divide or not. All right, so what do arithmetic sequences have? They have a common difference, okay? Common difference. So you're adding or subtracting the exact same value from each thing in your term. All right, so we just did these sequences. What do they have? Well, they have some sort of multiplication. So the first one looks like I'm just timesing everything by 2. The second one looks like I'm multiplying everything by 1/3. Remember, that's the same thing. It's the same thing as saying, hey, I'm dividing everything by 3. Same idea. Okay?
Yep.
Seem okay so far? All right. So a sequence in which the ratio of any term to the previous term is constant. That's geometric series. Constant ratio are between consecutive terms of a geometric sequence. That's the common ratio. Okay, that should be on your paper, I believe. All right, so on this one, you're taking the second term over the first, You're taking the third term over the second, taking the fourth term over the third, the fifth term over the fourth, and it's going to be the same ratio each time in order for it to take place. So determine if they are geometric. So let's see. In order for me to go there, looks like I said times 2. If I went here, I went times 3. I went here, I went times 4. Are 2, 3, and 4 the same number? No. So this is not geometric. No geo. All right, but if I went from here to here, I'm multiplying by a third each time.
Can you also just do divided by 3?
Yeah, I'm just showing the reciprocal. So 1/3 multiply by 1/3 or divide by 3 means the same thing. So this is yes because they have the exact same ratio. So use multiplication by the ratio fraction, not divided by the value. So I guess them saying this is we're trying to stay away from that. We're trying to stay away from that. We good?
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm not divided by that.
Do what?
Didn't see that red fire.
He's in red. All right. Can we write a general rule for this geometric series? Well, I don't know.
Multiply by 2.
So looks like this. Looks like I have these just go in this order. And of course it's infinite because you have the dot, dot, dot. It's not finite. And so what's taking place here? It looks like I'm going whatever a sub 1 is. And I'm multiplying by 2.
Is this what the test is going to be like, dude?
Well, you'll see it on the final. All right. So you can't really see that. That says a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to the n minus 1. Okay, and then the other one where they go a sub 0, that's just kind of cleaning up the equation a little bit. I'd say if you stick with this equation here, you're golden. Okay, you need to use n minus 1 for the exponent unless you do the algebra to change it to a sub 0, but I don't know if there's a reason to or not at this point. If we were like going really deep and rich into this, maybe we would take that, but I think we're okay. All right, so for each sequence, find the common ratio, write the rule for a sub n, and then find a sub 6. What am I doing to each of those as we move over? Looks like I add 4, then add 6, then add 9. No, that's not going to work. What did I multiply to get to the next thing?
2/3, negative 2/3.
Well, they're all negative right now, so I think we can just say, is it 3 halves?
Yeah.
Does that work? Negative 8 times 3 is negative 24. Negative 24 over 2 is negative 12. If I go negative 12 times that is negative 36. Negative 36 over 2 is negative 18. Perfect, that works. So 3 over 2 is my common ratio. 3 over 2. So my equation is a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to the n minus 1. So my equation is a sub n equals my first term, which is negative 8, times my common ratio is 3 over 2 raised to the n minus 1. Hey, so if I plug 1 in, let's make sure this works. If I plug 1 in for n 1 minus 1 is 0. 3 halves raised to the 0 power?
0.
1.
1.
1. I was kidding.
So
Negative 8 times 1 is?
Negative 8.
Negative 8. If I plug 2 in, 2 minus 1
1.
is 1. 3 over 2 times that is negative 12. If I plug 3 in, that gives me that squared. So that becomes 9 over 4. That works. Cool. Works. Seem okay so far? No? We're not good? Okay. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm alternating back and forth, positives and negatives. Look who's here. Cupcakes made it.
You're a little late, boy.
Make sure you wave.
The word.
Okay, it's 4,000.
20 years from now, you guys will cherish these videos.
I told him I'm getting him banned from YouTube by playing music in the background.
Yep.
That's fine.
Man, I'll be copyright.
Alright. So what am I doing? Am I multiplying? Do I multiply each times by negative half? If I go negative 28 times negative half, I get a positive. Half of 28 is 14. If I go 14 times negative half, I get negative 7. That works. So my ratio is negative half. So remember, my general form is a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to the n minus 1. So my first term, so to find my nth term, I have negative 28 times a ratio of negative 1/2 raised to the n minus 1. Cool. This stuff doesn't seem too tough.
No, man, it's pretty easy.
Pretty chill.
Pretty chill, dog.
All right. All right, so how would we write the rule when given the ratio and we have one value? So this first one, they gave us a sub 1, so I have a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to the n minus 1. So this tells me my first term is 2. My common ratio is 3. So that's my general form for this sequence. But then we have to think about this. We have a sub 4. So how would we make this work? We would have to find something. What would we have to find? We have the ratio already. Yeah, I have to figure out what a sub 1 is. Okay, so I know that a sub 4, if I plug a sub 4 in here, that gives me negative 225 equals a sub 1, which I don't know. I know my ratio to be negative 3. And then what number did I have to plug into my general form in order to get negative 225? 4. So I plug 4 in here, so I get 4 minus 1, which is 3. Let's do the math. 225 equals a sub 1. Negative times negative times negative is?
Negative.
Negative. 3 times 3 times 3 is?
Negative.
No.
27. So my a sub 1 is going to be negative 225 over negative 27. I'm going to have a calculator out.
Yeah, so
What is it?
What do you have an 85? Or
Negative
80?
225.
Thank you.
It's 8.3.
All right. Do you guys know the rule? Maybe I'll show this rule. Hang on.
no rule ever.
You're gonna like this. This is the best button in the world on the graphing calculators.
Can we use them on the phone?
Equal sign.
Sometimes. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
All right. Negative 225 over negative 27. That's 225 over 27, right? Ready? Come on. You would think these would work faster. 225 divided by 27. You guys are saying 8. 25 over, what was it?
That's 25 divided by 27.
By 27? So you guys know about this key?
Yeah.
Math?
Yeah.
Fraction? Enter? So 25 thirds? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! So 25 thirds is our ratio, our A1. So my general equation, I'm going to now use this. So I get a sub n equals, my first term is 25 thirds. Common ratio, they told us, was negative 3 raised to the n minus 1. Yay! Cool?
Very cool. Like you.
Dude, can't always have the rhinestone cowboy. Hey, I just want to say thank you to somebody in here, or multiple of you in here. Somebody said that I was a really awesome teacher, and I was a great teacher, and I can relate to kids. And one of your friends is slated to take me next year, and they had said to another teacher, hey, I'm so grateful. I have Mr. Sturb next year. I heard he's the greatest. He cares about kids and all this. What's up, Georgie?
Was it 4?
Love you, man. Let me know you need anything.
Great teacher right here, man.
Damn right.
Good time in college.
Dude, where you going, Georgie? What's next?
Trade school.
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
What
nice.
do you want to be when you grow up?
Two party
What do you want to be? What are you going to do?
Plumbing.
Dude, you let me know when you get that certification. I need a plumber.
No.
It's great seeing you, my
I'll
friend.
give you a discount. This is definitely. Have a good time in trade school.
This is definitely your freshman class.
That was funny. You guys are freshmen. All right. So let's see if we can figure this one out. So they gave us a sub 2 and they gave us a sub 4. So I think I can go, I'm going to take this one first and I'm going to go, let's see, I'm going to go 5 equals a sub 1, which I don't know, and I don't know r, but I'm plugging 5 into n minus 1, so I get that. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to say a sub 4, which is 1/5, equals a sub 1 r, and I'm plugging 4 in, so 4 minus 1, so that's 3. Oh, hang on, I made a mistake someplace. That shouldn't be a 4. That shouldn't be a 4. Plug the 2 in. Should be a 1, right? Sorry about that. So that tells me that 5 equals a1 times r to the first. So thoughts. What thoughts do you have?
A lot of thoughts.
A lot of thoughts? Good.
1, 12, 4, 3, 7.
All right. I think I could say that 5 over r equals a sub 1. Can I say that? Can I say that?
Yeah.
That means that I can plug my a sub 1 in right here. So I'm going to get 1/5. I'm going to trade out the a sub 1 with 5 over r. And then I have r to the third. That r to the third is up top. Tug of war with the exponent. Who wins, top or bottom?
Bottom. Top.
Top by
Bottom.
2.
Sorry.
If I divide both sides by 5, I get 1 over 25 equals r squared. Root. I know I'm going to get 1 over 5. I guess it's plus or minus, but I think we're okay keeping the positive component. All right, I'd actually say, let's see, did I do that all right? 3, got that, with that. Hang on.
Wait, you divided by 5.
I divided by 5, so I got 1 over 25.
And that'd be 1 r squared. Instead of 5 r squared.
Yeah, I divided. Yeah, I got it right here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm just trying to figure out why I got. Maybe my ratio and the fourth term are the same. I don't know. So,
Maybe you just don't know the answer, dude.
dude, people getting mean. All right, so now I just found out that I have an r value of 1/5. So now, okay. So I have that as my general. I'm going to go back to one of my equations. I'll go back to this one. So I know I have 5 equals a sub 1. I don't know. The r we just said was 1/5. And in order to get a 5, I had to plug a 2 in. So 2 minus 1, so that's just to the first. So I'm going to get a sub 1 is equal to 25. Cool. We have it. A sub 1 is 25. So again, use my same equation. Shh, you guys are talking too much. Being bad kids.
Come on. It is the day without seniors. It's kind of hard to be in school.
There's no seniors in this class.
Sorry.
What?
Yeah, maybe they're
Any super seniors?
Probably.
Uh-oh, super junior.
What's up, bro?
Alright. We good? I know, we missed the seniors. Alright, let's try and work this one out same way. How much more do I have left? That. Okay, this will be my last slide. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so finally, it's about time. Alright, right. Talk to me. Talk to me, friends. Where should I go?
Next question.
Love it. All right. I'm going to take this. So I get this equals, I don't know that. I don't know R. I'm plugging 2 in, so 2 minus 1, that's to the first. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take this one. So I'm going to put negative 1792 in there. A sub 1 times R to the fourth. Perfect. So I'm going to change this one, 28 over R. Okay, so that's going to give me negative 1792 equals A sub 1, which is 28 over R. And then I have R to the fourth. Tug of war with the R's. The top wins by 3. 28 R to the third. 1792 divided by 28 is going to be negative. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? 1792 divided by 28.
147.
What was it divided by what?
64.
28. 64. Cool. All right. Hey, let's see if you remember first semester. So that's 64 when we divide that. If I take the third root, of both sides, what is my answer?
4.
And 4 I agree with, but there's something missing. Why is it negative 4? Because I can take a negative times a negative times a negative. Cool. So I got that. So then I'm going to build into my a sub n equals a sub 1 times r raised to the n minus 1. I'm going to pick one of my up here. So I'm going to take a sub 2 equals 28. So that's going to give me 28 equals a sub 1. I don't know. We just found a ratio of negative 4. And when I plugged 28 in, I plugged 2 in. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So a sub 1 is equal to negative 7. So a sub n equals my first term, negative 7. My ratio is negative 4 raised to the n minus 1. Bingo. All right, worksheet 10B, odds.
Nope.
Got it?
Pretty odd.
Yay. You didn't hand notes back? And the Angelas didn't call you on it?